From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages, and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides on the path of development. Hello, I am your host Shivangi Mishra, and today in an episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give you a glimpse of our country's diversity. Of the many things that India has blessed the world with, the gift of yoga is the most valuable of all. An ancient practice that connects the body, breath and the mind, yoga involves uses of physical postures, breathing exercises and meditation that are helpful in improving overall health of an individual. Recognizing its universal appeal, the United Nations proclaimed 21 June as the International Day of Yoga. Let's take a look at how Yoga Day was observed in India this year.
International Day of Yoga is celebrated every year on 21st June around the world. It serves as a global platform to raise awareness about the various benefits of yoga. The idea of observing International Yoga Day was first proposed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during a speech at the United Nations General Assembly in 2014. This year, the global celebration of International Yoga Day was led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi at United Nations headquarters. The theme of Yoga Day this year was Yoga for Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is, yoga for the welfare of all. The theme very well expresses the spirit of yoga, which unites and takes everyone along. The day was celebrated with much enthusiasm in different parts of the country.
Yeah, I'm feeling very proud that I'm in Kashmir and I'm practicing yoga because it's a very vital role. It plays a very vital role in our life because it improves our mental health, physical postures, our breath and mind, and it's very good for health to do yoga every day.
Observing Yoga Day on higher altitudes and rocky terrains, the Indian Army performed yoga asanas at the Pangong Tso in Ladakh. Similar scenes were observed in Sikkim, where the army personnel performed yoga, marking the 9th anniversary of the occasion. Meanwhile, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh performed yoga along with the Chief of the Naval Staff, Admiral R. Hari Kumar, on board INS Vikrant. He mentioned that yoga is not just a few asanas but is related to karma, janana and bhakti.
मुझे अत्यधिक प्रसन्नता है कि मुझे आज इस अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योगा दिवस के अवसर पर इंडिजिनस एयरक्राफ्ट कैरियर INS विक्रांत पर आप सभी मित्रों के साथ बैठकर योगा करने का अवसर प्राप्त हुआ है। साथियों, आज सिर्फ भारत में ही नहीं बल्कि पूरी दुनिया में अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस को बेहद उत्साह के साथ मनाया जाता है।
In Botad city of Gujarat, citizens performed a variety of asanas on boats, displaying flexibility and resilience. In Rajkot city, citizens gathered together for performing water yoga by doing asanas in swimming pool. Also known as aqua yoga, the exercise is helpful in enhancing the potential of joint movements, healing insomnia and soothing the nervous system.
सभी ग्राउंड पे तो करते ही है, पर हमने पानी में किया। आज विश्व योगा दिन है 21 जून, तो पानी में हम लोग 20-25 दिनों से प्रैक्टिस तो कर ही रहे थे और आज हमने सभी ने यहाँ पे अलग अलग योगा किए, अलग अलग आसन किए पानी में और बहुत अच्छा भी लगता है ये पानी में।
In Mumbai city of Maharashtra, citizens performed yoga on a local train, thus raising awareness about the numerous benefits of the practice. Meanwhile, in Raipur city of Chhattisgarh, a group of specially abled performed yoga in a stretch under a makeshift tent. The group flexed their bodies and hands to different yoga asanas as instructed by their trainer.
दिव्यांगों के लिए भी ये फिजिकल एक्टिविटी खासकर योग वगैरह बहुत ज़रूरी होता है क्योंकि हमारे पास और बहुत कुछ मूवमेंट का बहुत एक्सरसाइज करने के तरीके नहीं होते, तो योग एक बहुत अच्छा साधन है स्वस्थ रहने के लिए। तो हम हर साल कोशिश करते हैं कि हम कुछ ना कुछ अलग करें जिससे कि ये अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस में कि ये मैसेज दे सके कि दिव्यांग होते हुए भी आप योग भी कर सकते हैं, आप खेल सकते हैं, आप वो सब कुछ कर सकते हैं जो एक सामान्य आदमी कर सकता है। तो इसी वजह से हम पिछले साल हमने 21 जून को लद्दाख में पेंगोंग लेक पे जा करके योगा किया था और इस साल हम लोग यहाँ छत्तीसगढ़ पे, तो हमारी कोशिश रहती है कि हर साल योग दिवस में हम कुछ ना कुछ अलग करें।
The International Yoga Day is observed with great enthusiasm not only in India but all over the world. It is a matter of great pride for India as a nation that the world is acknowledging and adapting India's culture, lifestyle and practices.
Moving on. The Rath Yatra festival of Lord Jagannath is one among the grand festivities India witnesses every year. A multitude of people gather to take glimpse of their Lords Jagannath, Balbhadra and Goddess Subhadra seated on gigantic chariots which are manually pulled by their devotees. Remarkably, this grand festival is celebrated by all religious communities across India. To mark this occasion in Ahmedabad, there is a unique custom prevalent in the residents of Jamalpur area, where Muslim devotees present a miniature chariot to their Hindu brethren as a symbol of harmony, peace and brotherhood between the two communities. Let's have a look. Every year, a sea of devotees throng coastal town of Puri to witness the grand spectacle of Rath Yatra in Odisha. It is an annual festival celebrated all across India on Ashadi Beach, the second day of Ashad month or Shukla Paksh as per the Hindu calendar. As per mythology, on this day, Lord Jagannath, Devi Subhadra and Lord Balbhadra started a 9-day sojourn from the Jagannath temple to their aunt's place at Gundicha temple in Puri. The 3 giant identical chariots are traditionally handcrafted every year for Lord Jagannath, their elder brother Lord Balbhadra and their sister Devi Subhadra for the journey. Multitudes of devotees offer their strength in devotion to their gods as they pull the gigantic chariots with only ropes. Rath Yatra is one among the grand festivals celebrated in India, and remarkably, devotees from different religions take part in this major event. In Ahmedabad, city of Gujarat, the Rath Yatra festival was celebrated with much pomp and show. The most admirable part of this celebration is a unique custom prevalent among the Muslim community in Jamalpur area.
प्रतिवर्ष भगवान जगन्नाथ जी की रथ यात्रा में मुस्लिम समाज जमालपुर द्वारा रथ अर्पण करवानी परंपरा रहेली छे। खूब खूब एमने साधुवाद ने खूब खूब अभिनंदन आपे छे अने खूब मंगल कामना करिए छे। सदायने माटे आवो प्रेम अने बंधुत्वनी भावना बनी रहे। कोई पण उत्सव होय आवी रीते प्रेमथी आनंदथी अने भाईचाराथी सद्भावथी आपणे सौ मनावीए।
Muslim devotees with their brethren Hindus in the Jamalpur area take part in all the preparations and arrangements to make this mega festival successful. Lakhs of devotees flock the sites of 18-kilometer route to take glimpses of their beloved gods. The Muslims and Hindus of the area, well aware of the situations arise during such large congregations, stay steadfast to avert any possible mishap. For last many decades, Jamalpur has remained an epicenter of communal harmony and unity among different religious communities. The Rath Yatra in Jamalpur is a grand manifestation of the respect the different religious communities hold for each other.
23 साल से हम लोग ये रथ दे रहे हैं, हिंदू मुस्लिम एकता के लिए दे रहे हैं और हम ये चाहते हैं ये खुशहाली से रथ निकले और खुशहाली से वापस आवे। सभी कौमों के लोग हिंदू मुस्लिम सिख ईसाई रास्ते में खड़े रहते हैं, उनकी स्वागत करते और उनको शांति से रथ निकल के यहाँ वापस आ जाता जब भी हम लोग यहीं खड़ा रहते हैं।
The religious harmony among the communities residing in Jamalpur is a testimony to India's unity in diversity. However, such examples of communal harmony could be witnessed at every nook and corner of the country. During festivals, this integrity further shines to showcase the world why India is unique and world leader from cultural point of view. Now, a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
Vietnam Defense Minister General Pham Van Giant met his Indian counterpart Rajnath Singh and held talks in New Delhi last week to boost defense ties.
एक्सेलेंसी जून 2022 में वियतनाम की मेरी पिछली यात्रा के दौरान हमने म्यूचुअल लॉजिस्टिक सपोर्ट एग्रीमेंट तथा ज्वाइंट विजन स्टेटमेंट ऑन इंडिया वियतनाम डिफेंस पार्टनरशिप टुवर्ड्स 2030 पर हस्ताक्षर किए थे और यह ज्वाइंट विजन स्टेटमेंट अब दोनों देशों के बीच बाइलेटरल डिफेंस कोऑपरेशन का एक ओवरआर्किंग गाइडिंग डॉक्यूमेंट है और इस स्टेटमेंट ने हमारे मौजूदा डिफेंस कोऑपरेशन के स्कोप और स्केल को भी काफ़ी बढ़ाया है और मेरा मानना है कि यह भविष्य के लिए भी यह मार्ग प्रशस्त करेगा और हमें वियतनामी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस की डिफेंस कैपेबिलिटीज़ को और बढ़ाने के लिए आपके साथ काम करने में बेहद खुशी होगी।
Pham Van Giant, who is on a 2-day visit to India, discussed topics of mutual interest with Singh after being accorded a ceremonial welcome and paying tribute at the National War Memorial in the Indian capital. India's engagement with Vietnam holds importance as the country has often criticized neighboring China's assertion in the South China Sea. In today's world of video calls, instant messaging and mobile phones, police in India's eastern Odisha state are preserving a relic from the past, carrier pigeons. In a nondescript building in Cuttack, more than 100 Belgian homing pigeons are being reared and trained to carry messages just in case all known forms of communications fail. With origins in the British colonial era, the pigeons used to carry messages between police stations in remote regions and help to keep in touch with police units on the move. Messages are written on a very light onion paper and inserted into a copper or plastic capsule, then tied to the pigeon's leg before they are released. The birds proved to be a communication lifeline during the 1999 Odisha cyclone that ravaged large swaths of the state coast and destroyed almost all modes of communication. Studies have shown that the homing pigeons, known for their ability to find their home over long distances, may be able to detect magnetic fields and zoom in on their destination from 1,000 miles away. Slowly, they are taken some distance away from their home and released into the sky before they instinctively come back. The distance is gradually increased by about 3 kilometers every day, and within 10 days, they can come back from a distance of 25 kilometers on their own. Once trained, the bird's memory and accuracy in identifying routes and locations remains intact for years. These birds can fly up to 500 miles at a stretch with a speed of 55 km per hour depending on the weather. Belgian pigeons are chosen because of their ability to fly long distances and longevity, with some known to live up to 20 years. Tesla chief executive Elon Musk said India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi was pushing the car maker to make a significant investment in the country, adding that such an announcement was expected soon. His comments came after a meeting with Prime Minister Modi during the Indian leader's visit to the United States. India opened the way for private launches in 2020 and wants its private space companies to increase their share of the global launch market five-fold within the next decade. Executives of Tesla visited India and held talks with Indian bureaucrats and ministers last month on establishing a manufacturing base for cars and batteries in India. Musk said last month Tesla would probably pick a location for a new factory by the end of this year, adding India was an interesting place for a new plant. US companies need to reduce reliance on China as a manufacturing base in the face of tensions between India and Beijing.
India is a land of diverse religions and cultures. It has always encouraged cultural amalgamation. Sufism in the Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir, through its annual Urs commemoration of Sufi saint Mir Bakhsh, is setting another example of harmony and brotherhood among communities where people, irrespective of their religions, visit the shrine and pay their tributes. Let's have a look.
Located on the hilltop at Gultriya in Poonch district of Jammu and Kashmir is a dargah of Sufi Saint Baba Miran Baksh. Thousands of devotees of different faiths gathered at the holy site for 3 consecutive days to celebrate 39 Urs or death anniversary of the Sufi saint. The dargah of the Miran Baksh is an absolute emblem of peace and brotherhood. It is believed that people get their wishes fulfilled by praying at the dargah. The dargah is located at the line of control.
ये हज़रत साईं बाबा मीरान बख्श रहमतुल्लाह अलैह का उर्से पाक का तीसरा और आखिरी दिन है। यहाँ पर हज़ारों की तादाद में बिला लिहाज मज़हब मिल्लत हिंदू मुसलमान सिख ईसाई सभी लोगों ने यहाँ पे शिरकत की है और लाखों की तादाद में लोगों ने यहाँ पे आके अपने अपने अकीदे के हिसाब से यहाँ पे दुआएं मांगी गई है। तो सबसे पहले जब यहाँ पे फायरिंग होती थी तब भी जो है ये उर्से पाक मनाया जाता था। तो मैं मीडिया का ज़ाती तौर मशकूर हूँ कि उस वक्त मुश्किल दौर में भी मीडिया ने हमारे इस इलाका को जो है कवरेज करके आला हुकाम तक पहुँचाया और उसी की बदौलत आप लोगों की ही वजह से आज जो है वो फायरबंदी है। आज अमन और चैन से लोग जो है वो बॉर्डर पे रह रहे हैं। ये बॉर्डर के बिल्कुल ऊपर 0 लाइन के ऊपर जो है ये ज़ियारत हज़रत साईं बाबा मीरान बख्श रहमतुल्लाह अलैह। तो मैं एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से एलजी सरकार से ये अपील करना चाहता हूँ कि ऐसी जगह जो बॉर्डर के ऊपर जो हमारे वलियों की जगह हैं, कोई भी अपने अपने आस्थान हैं, इनको टूरिज्म ऐप के ऊपर लाया जाए।
It is said that Saint Miran Baksh was popular spiritual personality which is used to attract a large number of followers from Jammu and Kashmir and nearby states. The traditions follows after the death of Baba Miran Baksh and devotees gathers in large number to mark the occasion.
ज़िला पुंछ की सबसे बड़ी रूहानी ये खानका है जहाँ पर हज़ारों फर्जंदान तौहीद और रिसालत आते हैं और अपनी मुरादें पा करके यहाँ से जाते हैं। कितने मुसीबत ज़दा आते हैं, उनकी मुसीबतें अल्लाह ताला हज़रत बाबा साहब रहमतुल्लाहि ताला अलैह के सदक़े में दूर करता है। ट्रस्ट के इंतज़ामात बहुत खूब हैं और यहाँ पे जो ट्रस्ट है मोहतरम रशीद भट्ट साहब की क़यादत में जो काम कर रहा है, बहुत अच्छा काम कर रहा है। मैं आपके इस चैनल की वसादत से अपने जो ज़िले इंतज़ामिया है, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है, उनसे भी अर्ज़ करूँगा कि काफ़ी सारे अभी मामलात यहाँ पर जो है वो उनकी ज़रूरत है, उनकी तरफ भी वो ध्यान दें और यहाँ पर जो ज़ायरीन आ रहे हैं वो उनके लिए भी दुआ गो हूँ कि अल्लाह ताला हज़रत बाबा साहब के फ़ैज़ व बरक़ात से आने वाले तमाम तर ज़ायरीन के दीनी मकासद को पूरा फरमाए।
In a diverse country like India, people of different religions practice their faiths flexibly.
And now we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
Brussels hosted what organizers dubbed Belgium's World Pedalo Championship for the second year, in which competitors raced the pedal-powered vessels over a 4-hour relay course. Organizer Jean-Christophe Guy said the teams were mainly from Belgium, but some were also from Spain, France and England. Taking place over 2 weekends in one of Brussels' biggest parks, the Bois de la Cambre, the atmosphere was festive, with loud music, alcohol and some flamboyant costumes. The course was a 420-meter circuit around the lake to be completed continuously by each boat for a total of 4 hours. 22 teams participated on Sunday and midway through the race, the fastest lap time stood at 5 minutes and 21 seconds. A team of 8 men called Kefir won the event after completing 54 laps. When she wanted to escape the hustle and bustle of the King's Court, Marie Antoinette would seek refuge in her small hidden quarters in the heart of the Château de Versailles. After 5 years of intricate restoration, the private quarters of the Queen of France will open to small groups of visitors. The flats, made of tiny rooms compared to the rest of the royal residence, spreads over 2 floors and includes a living room, a library and a boudoir. Marie Antoinette began to furnish the Queen's small apartment from 1774. The decoration reproduces that from 1784, the most documented year. Objects which belong to Marie Antoinette will also be displayed. Shortly after her arrival in Versailles in 1770, Marie Antoinette took possession of the apartment. Conscious of her rank of Archduchess of Austria and future Queen of France, she ordered embellishment works very early on. Her demands and impatience even attracted the disapproval of the king's first architect, Ange Jacques Gabriel. This intimate hideout betrayed the need for intimacy of a young woman who was lively and naturally inclined to independence. In these cabinets, the queen's real living space with controlled access, Marie Antoinette rested from the fatigues of the court and received her children and a select circle of friends. The restoration of the decoration and furniture was long and meticulous and required long research by conservation teams of the Château de Versailles. A Swiss-French artist has painted a giant fresco depicting a crumpled plastic bottle directly onto the grass of a Swiss park with a view to raising awareness about pollution. 34-year-old Sape used chalk and charcoal for the huge painting, which is about the length and width of 3 tennis courts in Lausanne's Louis Bourget Park on the shores of Lake Geneva. The painting, which is cordoned off, is expected to last for 2 or 3 weeks.
It's been said that art has the ability to express things that words fail to. Celebrating the spirit of art, an art exhibition was recently organized in Srinagar city of Jammu and Kashmir by the Kala Bhavan alumni from the Himalayan terrain, showcasing a variety of artworks by a number of young artists. The exhibition was attended by artists, students and art lovers. Take a look.
Youngsters in Jammu and Kashmir are ditching their laptops and mobile phones and have started picking up paint brushes to pursue art and embrace their creativity. A number of art exhibitions and events are organized in various districts of the Union Territory for providing a platform to young artists for showcasing their artworks. Recently, the Kala Bhavna alumni of Himalayan terrain organized a painting and art exhibition in Srinagar where artworks of different artists were put at display.
I did my bachelor degree in painting, then my master's in printmaking, and my PhD also in printmaking. So, and I love to collaborate with artists of different regions, and it's a great opportunity for me that I came to Jammu and Kashmir, especially the Srinagar, for this show and meet a lot of friends here.
Organized in collaboration with the Gayur Art Foundation, the exhibition featured an array of artworks including oil color paintings, watercolor paintings, mixed media paintings, and more. Many artists showcased their artworks, which were inspired by the natural beauty of Himalayan region, incorporating elements of landscape, flora and fauna, and traditional cultural motifs into their pieces. Various visitors who attended the event appreciated the opportunity to view and purchase unique, high-quality artworks of various artists.
As a student, for us, it's like a heaven. यहाँ पे हमें कंपोजिशन जो होता है हमारे लिए वो बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट होता है सीखना एक बच्चे के लिए. डिफ़िकल्ट इन द सेंस आइडिया नहीं आता जल्दी बच्चे को कि क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, और यहाँ देखने के बाद ये सारे काम वो आइडिया मान लो सारा आ जाता है बंदे के पास कि कैसे अप्रोच करना है, हम किस किस मीडियम में काम कर सकते हैं. सो एवरीथिंग क्लियर हो जाता है. तो उस हिसाब से यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा है ये, एंड इट्स काइंड ऑफ अप्रिशिएटिंग. और यहाँ पे स्पेस भी बहुत अच्छा है.
Kahat or the Kala Bhavna alumni of Himalayan terrain is a community of artists and art lovers who strive to support and promote the arts in the Himalayan region. They also did events to serve as an important platform for showcasing the rich cultural heritage and artistic talent of the area. The exhibition gave experience and exposure to many local artists in Kashmir who visit this exhibition.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Shivangi Mishra, and it's a goodbye from the entire production team.